fairy tale wedding. Incredibly beautiful dress. You probably haven't seen that, have you?
No, never saw it.
Or the castle, your dream wedding. See, marriage is an incredible gift. It's one of the most incredible gifts we can have. It's in marriage where we draw close to one another and we find our mutual satisfaction. We find joy, we find comfort, we find love. At times we find a warm arm to embrace us when we feel a little tender or hurt. We share our joys together, we get to share our life together. And as we've gathered here today, we've come to see both of you get married. And so I had a question I sent to Kristy, and I asked, how do you know this is the right person for you? You probably didn't know I was going to read this in front of everybody, did you? So this was her answer, Scott. I know he's the right person for me because he brings out the best in me. He makes me laugh when I'm in a bad mood. He makes me see the other side of things when I'm not looking at them. He's taught me to be a better person inside and out. And I can't imagine my life without him. And that's love. You know, I often say marriage is an incredible thing. It's in marriage that we spend our most intimate times and our most intimate moments with someone. And it's only in marriage, because of that level of intimacy, that we share things at such a deep level. We share the pain and the struggle at the same level, or we share the joy and the happiness at the same level. Now we say marriage is like a grinding. Two people come together, and we grind each other, and sometimes we bring out things we don't like in one another. At work, we can walk away and say, that's their problem. But in marriage, you don't have that option. You have to look at yourself and say, is this something I need to deal with? Or you look at the other person and say, is this their stuff, and how can I help them work through this? It's in marriage where we bring one another to be better. I always have this belief, life is meant to make you end better. Sometimes we end bitter because we don't allow that grinding to take place. But it's in love that seals that and bonds it. So no matter what you go through, you work each other better. And it's our wish for you today as you're entering into this, that your life ends better. And it ends better because both of you have rubbed each other, and you've worn into each other and made each other incredibly smooth. So, as we're getting married, I usually ask couples a question. I don't ask anymore, does anyone oppose this marriage or have anything to say? We're beyond that. But we ask, by way of consent in your declaration of intent, Scott, will you have this woman to be your wife?
I will.
Kristy, will you have this man to be your husband? Will you walk together, offering forgiveness to one another, comforting and seek to understand one another?
I will.
You guys come a little closer. We're going to get some more pretty pictures.